Happy solstice. I'm KamalaDevi, and I'm practicing a little ritual in my new sun temple. So I wanted to invite you in to set intentions for the solstice and actually reveal a little of myself, specifically about my relationship to the tarot cards. So I want to come out of the closet as a tarot reader and share with you about my new book. I'm working on a memoir and it's about the tarot. So I want to tell you about that. And before I do, I want to admit that I've been I've been in like a inward procrastinating, resistant place, and I want to release that. And I invite you, to release whatever resistance you have as well. A lot of times when there's something really near and dear to our hearts, like when we really care, that's when the resistance comes up. So I'm letting it go. Smells good. And I'm actually releasing whatever resistance is up for you. A lot of times when we do ceremony, we want to start by cleansing ourselves, setting our intentions, letting go of whatever doesn't serve, and calling in that which is most aligned with our soul. And part of the tool of tarot, it helps me align with what is true, what is beautiful, what I'm here for. So I really use it as not so much a divination of the future, but a revealing of what is, especially in the unseen, invisible realms. Okay, so I just want to name that I'm in this beautiful sun temple. Here's where I do my readings. This is a sweet new space. I I'm just kind of showing that the actual outside. There's my new orchid wall, but the outside is all right here. So this new space, I rarely do screens. It's a, work like free meditation ceremony space. And I'm making a powerful exception right now because I want to share specifically that I've been hiding about the tarot. It's a practice that I picked up when I was a teen. And actually, there was a couple times on my path before I knew I was a tantrika where I was hard up for cash, and I would like put out a sign and do street readings like a busker, So it's fun. That was a way to get practice. But since it's been really a deep personal tool, and often with our spiritual practice when it's personal, is that I feel that resistance to bringing it out, to sharing it. Like there's an inward quality, and there's a fine line between what's sacred and what's secret, especially since this is a cult, which means hidden. And I have a helicopter that's going by right now, so forgive the sound quality. When I say I'm coming out, it's like I want to trust that these teachings will resonate with, the people who are doing the work, the awakening work. And a lot of times occult teachings are hidden because people aren't ready on their path for it. But I genuinely feel we're in a time when we need as much support and resources and inspiration and guidance as possible. Like humanity is in a critical time. And what are the tools and the resources that are going to help us wake up? And so by awakening, what I mean is essentially like recognizing that the sense of separate self, the illusion that what's going on under my skin is unique to me, turns inside out. When we awaken, we realize that what's happening inside of us is happening inside the heart of humanity. And the cards have this extraordinary way, and I'm going to just start with these four major arcana. The archetypes, of the fool, the one who is on a quest, seeking, jumping off that cliff, who meets, the magician, the alchemist that uses the elements in order to infuse them with their intentions and manifest a new reality. The high priestess, and this is a powerful goddess at the doorway of the occult and connected to the secrets, inviting us to listen deeper. So these are some examples of archetypes that exist not just out in the world, but inside each of us. And when we start to realize that we can access it inside of all of us, then we can also start to change our reality. This isn't just magical thinking. It's like we are the creators. How do we want to show up? What's the medicine that's required? We draw on these medicines in different circumstances. And so I want to talk about this fourth card, and this will be my lead in to my book. So the Empress. Right now, it's solstice, and her message is to tune in to the rhythms of nature. And I just, this orchid wall that I have here, part of my solstice ceremony was trimming, repotting, tuning into how to care for these living, beautiful beings. And by connecting with the natural cycles, we get connected to our creativity, to our compassion, to sweetness, to fertility. I mean, it's very powerful. It's not just, oh, that's the message of the card. There's practices that help us embody and help us realize, the medicine of the card. And how this relates to my book is that I've written 4 chapters of my life, my memoir. Each of these archetypes was an ally or a mentor or a moment in my life. And there's 22 major arcana. So my book is going to be 22 chapters. And, just give you the example, because I'm working on the Empress right now. That was the home birth that I had, this magical but messy home birth that took me beyond the veils, that put me in touch with life coming through into manifest reality. And retelling that story is not just, free therapy. It's really powerful, but it's who did I become? What did I learn? What do I teach? But it's also sharing that the queen mother that is the Empress isn't out there. I had to download that to become a mother. And what was that rite of passage? What was that journey? And by taking an archetype from outside, stepping into it, and then also being able to step out of it, being able to bring that medicine in when it's called for, is a superpower. It's a gift. And my intention behind this book, as I write these 22 chapters, is to not only reveal myself, but give the reader, hopefully you'll be in a journey with me where you'll dialogue with that archetype in your own life. You'll ask yourself, oh, what's my relationship to my mother? What's my relationship to the mother? And it doesn't matter what gender you are. There's a lot of beautiful hermaphroditic teachings that aren't just masculine, feminine, night and night, day. The tarot itself collapses the polarity between, spirit and matter, and all of the deep core polarities bring us more into wholeness and into an ongoing dynamic dialogue. So that's what I'm working on. And I'm super inspired, blessed, a little daunted. In fact, my prayer right now at this solstice, and I'm going to invite you to join me, is to call in the perfect publisher. I would love to be supported in writing this, but also more importantly, the right publisher is going to get this out to the world, get this message out, is going to help, find the souls that resonate with the book title is called One Fool's Journey. So for those who are ready to go on a deep journey with the tarot, and of course, because I'm poly and I'm tantric, like those teachings are infused in the story. But it is a mystical journey. And the two publishers, I want to say, I have them right here. I'm starting with the publisher of my Sex Shaman's book, which is Inner Traditions. You should check them out. They're amazing, have lots of, in addition to tarot cards, like mystical, 5-dimensional teachings. So I'm hoping that they'll consider publishing, or 52 Fridays was published by Cleese. And they also have a lot of queer, poly, powerful, culture-changing work in the world. So these are two great publishers, including another publisher that I haven't established a relationship with, but I'm going to be soliciting, is Hay House. And so from these 3 possible publishers this solstice, I'm hoping to land a perfect book deal, but also to attract the perfect readers and also deepen my dialogue with you, to see if you're interested in learning more about the Tantric Tarot, or, writing. Even for those of you that are authors or want to be authors, I have a home study writing course, and I just would love to deepen our dialogue about the craft of storytelling, because essentially, whether it's the storytelling of the tarot or our life stories or our life's work, like that's what's going to change culture the most, is rewriting the narrative. And yeah, there's some pretty damaging, like predominant narratives out there, and it's really up to us to tell the truth, to tell a more beautiful story about the world we want to live in. So I hope you're inspired to join me, and I'm sending so many blessings to you this solstice. Whatever your intentions are, feel free to share with me. I'm going to put links to my books and the offers that I made here, and we'll be in touch. Blessings.